And we are not just back, but back. Welcome back to Bearded Ramblings, episode
Kitty back.
139, double back. It has been a hot minute, has it not? You can thank
It has.
You can thank a certain individual in a hat. Wait a minute, there's two of them now.
Yeah, wait, which one's the real
Thanks,
one?
Thanks, Magicus. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, Magicus, you're the best. Thanks for showing up today.
Thanks.
Wow, aggressive.
I should grab a plushie of a Pokemon and down like 50 bottles of Malibu now.
Oh, I'm not allowed to drink anymore. I might actually die, so...
I helped that!
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yay.
Whoopsies. Whoopsies.
Oh, whoopsie doodles.
Yeah.
Yo, it's Jamarcus, says chat.
Can't go wrong with Jamarcus. Or as I used to call him, to continue on the hype of misspelling or mispronouncing his name, O Magicus. Made him give him the Irish little tilt. And we are also joined, once again, by the lovely Luna Lavinci.
Hello, everybody. It's nice to be back. I hope you guys had a wonderful Halloween. I had a great Halloween. It was great. I danced and I went out to this big giant block party. It was fun. It was fun. How about you guys?
I did a 12-hour long stream right here, so I could only watch the fireworks from outside. It was fun.
Wait, fireworks? Why were there fireworks?
Oh, we do fireworks for
5th
Halloween.
of November?
Really?
Yeah, we
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm getting confused with...
No, it's kind of in the same vein. We you know, you get
Yeah.
fireworks for one event, so why not get it for seeing that they're back to back?
Actually, I'm not sure why you would do it for November specifically either, but either way, as long as you had fun.
Yeah. But yeah, it was nice. Plus, now all the suites are going to be incredibly discounted for the next 2 weeks or so. So, and I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
now's the
wait.
time to go to Spirit Halloween, for sure.
Yeah.
I bought
should
an
specify. I don't know why North America would do fireworks in November. I definitely understand why Britain would, especially on November 5th, because remember the 5th of November. Although you all, England still keeps getting my name wrong. I understand that you're celebrating my birthday today, but I'm not. My name is not Guy Fawkes.
It could be.
It could be though.
I bought a huge bag of candy for Halloween, and only 2 people showed up at our house to get any. And I can't have any of that candy now, so I'm fucked.
This gonna be a permanent thing for you there, Magicus, or is it a
Probably, yeah.
Oof, D.
What happened, man?
I scored a 13.8 on my A1C, so I definitely...
What's that in English?
That means I have
The
ridiculous
beat.
super diabetes.
Yep, he's got the beatus.
Oh shit!
That's
Diabetes.
That's like twice the amount that they consider for like having diabetes. So yeah.
They make
Oh, shit.
special cookies for people like you.
Maybe you get superpowers from it.
I don't think so.
I mean, like that kid got super strength in the South Park game with his diabetes.
My superpower is
Yeah,
I
your
don't
you
know.
have to have the
superpower is
act
your
to do it
body
now.
just shuts down on you, basically.
My
That's your
superpower is I can't go to Wendy's like twice a week anymore. So
Media.
Well,
has
small
let him
mercies
be-
then, I suppose.
Yeah, the superpowers, it puts you into a coma before it actually kills you.
that seems
Well, at least you
nice.
die peacefully.
Power
Right.
of extreme memory loss and violent mood swings. Activate. Where am I?
That's if
Why do
you're
I have blood on my hands again?
You know,
Poor
the whole thing's kind of
Magicus.
ironic, considering the we're the same person thing, and my mother had diabetes, so I'm sort of at a concern of risk over here, and then you got
Glucose
it.
is the enemy.
Yeah.
That's why a lot
It
of
is.
doctors say that sugar is poison. A lot of people think fat is what makes people fat, but it's actually sugar. It's
Mm.
Mhm.
like carbs from bread that turn to sugar. It's alcohol that turns to sugar the second it hits your bloodstream, because that's what it does.
Yep.
Like,
Ask me how I know
sugar
that.
in large amounts is not the best for people, but like in moderation.
You need a
know,
little bit of sugar
competition
every
theory.
day.
Yeah.
You need a tiny amount of carbs at least, but yeah,
You know-
that doesn't mean tons of sugar.
I
No.
have to like
there's
examine
types
how
of
much
sugar.
sugar is in everything I eat now, and it's like scary, the ridiculous. Like, oh, this is like a cup of fucking oranges and like Jello. How much sugar is in this? Are you kidding me? What the fuck?
Yep. You'd be surprised.
Hello, sir.
Mm.
Have you
And
seen our new
more-
product,
more-
fruit?
More than half of it's not even actual sugar. It's a processed chemical high fructose corn syrup, which is not sugar at
Right.
all.
That's a very American thing. We do still have sugar over here. This is the default. You guys just put sugar into fucking
Yeah.
corn syrup into everything because the corn industry is almighty.
It
Carbs.
is.
I meant to say
there?
carbohydrates. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So Magic, is it the type 2 then? The diet controlled one?
We think, I don't know. I just found out a week ago, and I'm not seeing my primary doctor until tomorrow. So
Well, if it's got to be any of them, at least that's the easiest one to handle.
Yep.
So
it
if it is
hasn't
that,
been
then
for it was like the symptoms only happened like a few months ago, so it doesn't seem like it's been that long. So there might still be hope.
there you go.
It will be a
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
It'll be a lifestyle choice, but it won't be the end. Most likely, it won't be the end of the world. And even if it is going to be a bit harsher than your best hopes, I think you're smart enough to be like just come to terms with it.
Okay,
Like,
so
If you
One-
don't, I can tell you what will happen if you don't take care of yourself, because my uncle had diabetes and he did not take care of himself.
yeah.
And one by one, they chopped off his toes.
oh yeah, no, I don't want that.
By one. Until
Welcome
he
back to the Scare
didn't-
Magicus
until half
show,
his
already in
foot was-
progress.
one half of his foot was missing, and the other one just had no toes on it.
You'd think he'd clue in at
Take
some
care of
point before
yourself.
that.
Take care of yourself. He refused to. He refused to change the lifestyle at all. So just making an effort is way better than that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying.
What I'm talking about is the extreme. If you totally neglect yourself and you do not make a lifestyle change, then terrible things, they'll start taking your toes off. Parts of
Yeah.
your body will get infected and won't have proper circulation, and then they'll just chop them off so that the infection won't spread to the rest of your body.
I've already come to terms with the fact that alcohol, sugar, and like candy and ice cream are off the table completely. So those are gone forever.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
I just want you to know, Jamarcus, that Blasian believes in you.
Well, that's
I
good.
believe in you too.
We all believe in you, man. This is all jokes
Yeah.
aside. It's probably a little bit scary and definitely a little bit shocking, and I don't know what that's like. But I do hope that I do hope that it won't be as bad as your worst fears, quite honestly. And I hope you're able to rise above it and get on with make as much life, because it might be a bit of a lifestyle change, but it's not like a fucking death sentence unless you're stupid and like, no, I can continue living the way I could before. You can't.
No. Have you had oatmeal before? It's awful. The
I
only
make
way
cakes out of the oatmeal, and I do
I
that
can
by
only-
choice.
Look, if I don't have the banana with it, like I cannot make it through that. But
Oh,
I'm
that's what
trying.
was the honey thing. Remember, you said you couldn't have honey. You told me.
Yeah.
I could have started seeing. I should have seen the signs.
If you guys actually need any proof of the fact that I am, in fact, 2 years away from half a century old, I can assure you that I actually enjoy oatmeal.
Yep.
I do too, but I have put like a ton of stuff in it.
I don't.
Yeah, I put
Well, I put
cinnamon and banana
cinnamon.
now.
Cinnamon, vanilla extract, and stevia. Well, make it a bit sweet, but
I can
not
just
much.
have it as it
And
is.
stevia has a weird aftertaste if you could deal with it, but it's not sugar. It just has a slight
It-
sweetness to
It's
it.
not sugar, but it is still somewhat carb, isn't it?
It has no
just
glucose. No,
little less.
there's
It's
no
not glucose,
glucose
I
or
see.
fructose in stevia. It is just a flavor of the leaf.
Like I said, I've been slicing
Nice.
a banana up on top of it, and that seems like that gets me through it. So I'm hoping that's okay.
Yeah.
Banana's good for you.
Yep.
Gross.
Got to get your potassium. All right, I'm gonna
Did you
do
know
some.
that too much bananas can constipate you?
Yeah, and it also raises
too many of 'em?
Oh,
your
that sounds fun.
radioactive. It has like a mild radioactive element in it, doesn't it?
Yep.
I think so.
Well,
Yeah.
bananas
A
in
lot
general.
of
I don't know
things
if it's
do
potassium or
nowadays.
not.
All right, so let's get this shilling out of the way before we get too tangenty. We have ourselves, first of all, a birthday boy down here. So anything given today, for today only, especially because today is our return, that given towards the stream goal will be 50-50. It's normally not 50-50, but you know, it's his birthday. So you guys don't make.
It doesn't work, so he normally gets more of the share.
Yeah. Well,
So
seeing
you
that
better
it's,
bust out those wallets and fucking
yeah.
donate some birthday bucks. Let's go.
Yeah.
Donate some money and Magicus will have a show. Oh, we can't do that anymore.
Yeah, no, we're not allowed to do that anymore.
Buy
I
yourself those diabetes cookies, you know, the ones that are made special just for him.
Here's what you should do: get out a bottle of water and a shot glass and do water shots.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna have to go to the Star Spangled Luchador's grandma again and see if she has a fucking diabetes cookie recipe for me to steal this time.
What did you get from her last time?
Oh, I stole her regular cookie recipe.
Yeah. Was it good?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, it was good. I made a video eating them in the car and everything.
Nice.
All right. On top of that, let's see. We have, of course, the stream goal, but also if anyone wants to help out over on Twitch, I'm back now streaming on Twitch after a bit of an absence. And if you join the watch party, which will be this Wednesday, you just have to subscribe and then join our Discord. You'll find the links for all our guests down there below. Now, we don't really have a theme tonight, but I have an assortment of shit, and I have one video for you, Krendar, that I've been holding on for a good couple of weeks. But that will wait later.
Yes.
We will wait until later for that. Till then,
You tease.
always, you know, you got to tickle the balls like a pair of church bells.
You tickle church bells exactly.
Is that a church from Dark Souls?
Yes. Exactly.
I think I've
church.
seen one of those bells walking around, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dong, dong, dong.
That's Enemy and Blasphemous. Well, very similar vibe though. Great game. Oh, here he is.
Here he is.
That's some pretty good pixel art.
Yeah.
Sugar one, just take the sugar.
Sugar.
No, I don't like all the sugar. I don't like it, Dave. Can I not like it? Is that okay with you?
Wait for it.
I like some sugar. Like I have a
Yeah!
virtue signaling.
Well,
Are you virtue signaling? I don't think Jake was looking at the camera at the time, so he didn't see he fell off the chair. And he just like...
How drunk was this guy?
Yes.
I have no idea what's us and what's the video. I can't
Happy
tell
birthday.
what's us and what's the video.
Oh,
Down.
what? Hold on, what do you mean? We discussed
Like I
that.
can't tell what was you guys or what was said in the video. Did anybody say anything in this video?
Yeah, I can go back for it. Yeah.
Oh
but,
yeah, we were laughing over it, I think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's okay.
But we also got $5 from Justin Trudeau. Did I say Justin Trudeau? Justin
Hey.
Trudeau, nice.
Bingo.
Or
Oh my God, it's
bad.
been him the time. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister.
Yeah. So, Krenda, you get half of that, and he simply says happy birthday.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
Okay, so I don't know what they're debating, but I think he always makes his recipes, and then Jake always like looks at them and
Sugar
critiques them.
one,
So.
just take the sugar.
Well, I don't like all the sugar. I don't like it, Dave. Can I not like it? Is that okay with you?
No.
I like some shit. Like I have a Yarritos. Why not? Are you virtue signaling? Are you virtue signaling right now? I have a Yarritos lime that
Yeah.
I mean, he's got an excellent point.
Struggle.
I've had Doritos. They're amazing.
Well, that's because
Yeah, I like them, but that's another thing I can't have anymore.
No more for you. I haven't had the lime one. The mango one is great.
I've
I
tried most of them.
I need to I need to think of something. I was actually thinking of doing like a because I'm not going to drink on Wednesday for once. I just, for whatever reason, I decided not this week. But I am going to maybe do a live stream of cooking up some very basic bitch food, just while talking with you guys, just for the sake of it.
You should do like English muffin pizzas. Like cut English muffins in half
Ooh.
and like
Ooh.
put cheese on and pizza sauce and pepperonis, or like do like
I could
do
do
like a
that.
variety of like one can be like a little bit of meat, one can be a little veggie one.
Interesting.
That's actually not.
Oh, we have
terrible.
like some
Yeah.
variety.
So
Oh,
wait.
buffalo chicken English muffin pizza.
How many layers of nachos and cheese and sauce and bacon go on each one of these?
I don't know.
As much
but
as will fit.
something Cobes.
Yeah.
Something Cobes. There you go. By the way, while we're on the topic of making pizzas, I have been training on making pizzas at the restaurant I work at lately.
Yeah.
So that's been fun.
Oh, very nice.
Actually, I didn't ask you about
Pizza's
that.
so good.
How's the?
I know. That's all I want in my life now.
As it turns out, actually getting the dough into the right shape and size is the hardest part. The rest of it's easy. We do not have cilantro, unfortunately, Waggy. We're not really a proper Italian place.
Do any of you have that thing with cilantro where it
Cilantro
tastes
goes
like
on
soap?
tacos. You put
And
basil.
pizzas.
I'm
on-
indifferent too.
Basil and pesto goes on pizza.
So
Depends on what you're doing.
I learned
Yeah.
about this like I don't know, maybe a few months ago.
I
But
do love
apparently,
The
and
thing.
this is
So-
true for me.
Yep.
For some people, cilantro tastes like soap, and I seem to be one of those people because there's a gene that's
I feel sorry
associated
for
with it.
you.
Yeah.
I'm indifferent to
It's
cilantro,
delicious.
So it just doesn't
But
taste like
you know,
soap. But
Depends
whole
on what
thing has led me-
it's made with, you know, and how
Mm,
fresh
good, yeah.
I think it is. If it's like baby cilantro, it tastes more like soap, but if it's a little bit more mature, more grown, it tastes less like soap.
But that whole thing where some people have that gene has made me think about, you know how there's always people who dislike certain foods that other people commonly like. You know,
Mhm.
they're like, I can't stand tomatoes on my, or pickles on my burger or whatever. Like
I
I've
hate
got
pickles
something
on my
like that.
burger, but I'll
Same.
eat them. I'll eat the shit out
Yeah.
of a pickle on the side, like
Feel
a
like,
crispy,
See,
cold.
I'm
Crunchy
like the
pickle?
reverse. I like them when they're on like a sandwich, but I hate just eating a pickle.
Fair enough, but either way, like the point being, like some people just can't stand foods that are at all that people commonly like, and I figure it's maybe a similar genetic thing like
no,
that,
there
right?
there definitely is, because like I know there's one with like what is it, cruciferous vegetable stuff like broccoli and asparagus, where to
Yeah.
some people it makes it taste extremely bitter. And again, I know that because I am one of those people.
Yeah, like I've got a similar thing. I cannot stand bananas; they're disgusting. But everybody else loves them, so I know
Yeah,
that's just a weird thing about me.
well,
Yeah, I
we
like
love
I hate
bananas.
bananas.
I like them.
I'll
a lot.
eat
Can't
them,
stand
but-
them.
I force myself to eat them because they're really good for you.
Like I after
But I
2
hate
bites,
them.
I can't force myself to do it anymore.
What about a smoothie? Could you, if they're turned into a smoothie, would you be able to?
Nope. I
I'm
mean,
gonna
I
be
haven't
putting a lot of
just-
chocolate
actually,
and
no,
peanut
yeah.
butter in that smoothie.
I've had them in a smoothie, and like even like a half and half. Like I had a mango banana smoothie once accidentally because I ordered the wrong thing. It was bad. I couldn't drink it. Can't do it.
Well, we're gonna move on to this because bear, and everyone knows my stances on bears. Not just because I am one, but because They are bears.
It's an epic showdown between boy and beast. 7-year-old Huxley Hardy Penner comes face to face with a
Huxley
black
Hardy.
bear while riding a
Whoa.
scooter. Watch as the bear
That's a-
approaches the boy,
that's a
heading
name.
right towards him in broad daylight. Without panicking, Huxley stares the animal down, looking directly at him until the bear stops dead in his tracks. No one could predict what would happen next. Then, out of nowhere, Huxley's neighbor appears. With his arms raised high, the neighbor turns into a superhero and fearlessly approaches the animal.
What?
I think he's doing what?
What?
You want some of this? What?
His time spent
The
in New Jersey
fearlessness
served him
that
well.
man just showed. That's what men are. That's a man right there.
No,
Yeah.
Men
Fearless.
T-pose to show their dominance.
Fearless. Yeah.
I mean, but he's like twice the
Child
size
in
of a
danger.
child.
This is the other thing that I think
The
people
real
don't
brave
give
one
men
here.
enough credit for. They do a lot for kids. They do. They protect kids from quite a lot of dangerous shit.
Well, at least the kid was
That's
smart enough not to
terrifying.
run. Like the kid was smart enough not to run because that bear would just hunt him down
Oh, yeah.
real quick. So
Yeah.
he at least stood his ground. Though, like I know some animals you're meant to like make yourself look bigger, and the others you're meant to like fucking belt it because they'll see it as a challenge. Like you don't do that to a gorilla. A gorilla would just flatten you like a pancake. Like they just see you as like, oh wait, you're challenging me for dominance, are you? Smock. You know?
Although we just got the best chat message ever. Blasian says that dude reminds me of Zoltan.
Gonna sock that bear.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, what do you think you were doing? Quit socking me, bro.
Push him down the
Blasian's
stairs.
like one of my greatest friends. Blasian and I hang out all the time.
That was glorious.
Blasian is very funny.
Agreed. I've only just met Blasian and I agree with you already.
Blasian's good friends with Billy too.
Oh,
How we
that
met.
was one of the
Nice.
one of the best nights I think Billy ever recorded. Was just the whole experience with it, and I shouldn't have even been awake at the time. It was like 4 a.m. my time. But I honestly thought that I'd get into adventures like that when I was over in the States for the first time, and of course that I did get adventures and some pretty fucking dope, but nowhere near like meeting random people. But would I have wanted to meet someone like Zoltan? Not particularly, no.
No.
So, you know, baby, small mercies. Sorry, I'm just putting a bit of lip balm on me. Winter has
That's
come.
what that was.
Yeah. Though on the topic there, Crenda, you're a little bit robotic. You go a little bit robotic on and off. A little bit. Yeah.
I could try to rejoin the call, maybe. I don't know what else I could do about it.
Yeah.
Sounds
no-
fine to me.
I'll come back in. Give me a sec.
Yeah, let's see if that helps.
It's gonna break everything again.
I don't think so. Not if I don't move anything. It'll just reset exactly the way it was. I say as...
That
You sound fine now. Just turn the camera back on and...
Yep. last then.
reset that. Yay. I need to turn the camera back on though.
Oh, right.
Yeah, there we go. Visual medium.
Look, cut me some slack. It's my first time on the show.
No, it's weird because when you first join the thing, you have the join call with camera button, but then when I drop out and come back in, that button's not there, and I forget.
This is something I didn't know you could do at a firing range, and I think is fucking kind of dope. Though I don't know. Well, I don't think I'd be doing it quite the way he does it.
If your local gun range allows it and the firing line has gone cold, you can walk around and pick up bullets lying all over the ground for scrap lead. It's particularly fun and efficient if you bring a youngster with you. Most folks like to smelt down their lead using a propane burner, but I like to use a wood fire and a blower. This not only cuts costs, but reminds me I could get this done even in a zombie apocalypse. So once we've skimmed off all these empty bullet jackets and then flux back in the good stuff with a little candle wax, we skim off off the last of the dross. Then we can pour all this nice pure lead into my little ingot mold here. By the way, this is extremely hot. Please be very careful and use common sense. But on the note of temperature, you should know that lead actually cools and hardens very quickly, so no waiting around. But to be cool enough to handle, a bucket of cool water does speed things up. So I ended up with 23 pounds of 15 BHN.
That is just something very satisfying about like just make. I've always loved ingots. Because I think it's because I'm an Aspie, so you know.
Do you think that word on the ingots is that like?
Did you see that?
Casting, or is that his own name? Do you think?
Probably his name.
That's actual recycling.
Yep.
Whatever the fuck we're doing with our garbage, that's not recycling. This,
That's
what we just
recycling.
watched, that's recycling.
I wonder how pure
Holy
it is,
shit.
though.
Doesn't like a lot of our recycling not even end up getting recycled anyway?
Yep, I saw that on Last Week Tonight a few weeks back. About a few months back.
That's how I learn about everything that's like corrupt in the world, is because John Oliver has done a piece on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started composting all of my like scrap food stuff and using it in my garden.
Very
and I'm
common
building a
out here.
fish tank.
Oh,
I'm gonna
nice.
build a fish tank so that I can do like some hydroponic, like kitchen herb garden.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Sounds fun.
Speaking
It's a process, but
big shout
gonna
out to Red Eye, who has been really expanding his own garden as of late. And oh my god, like he's just gotten all the chilies done now, and they're going to be working that for ages. Plus, he's been getting into painting, and one of which is for what I've got to say on this Friday. We're starting a brand new show. Him, Raisin, and myself. It is called UFO. That's the abbreviation of it. And we'll explain what it is on the Friday. But that's pretty fucking... I'm looking forward to that. That's another thing I'm really looking forward to. Got a few things floating around in my skull. Yeah, I've been thinking of getting a new show going. And at one point it looked like it would just be this after... didn't look like Bearded Ramblings was coming back. So I was like...
I don't know. I just had to wait for a little while and see what the new schedule was going to be after things got normalized during the that pizza training I've been doing. But I think it's settling into place now. So Sundays should be good.
Wait, let's see. Oh, well, we have to watch. We have to watch this.
Hi there.
I can't hear anything.
yes,
on it.
best interview
Oh, there
guest
we go.
ever. Oh my god, he's cracking up! Look,
Dog's like, you gonna ask me any questions?
what a beautiful bull.
I know, right? Look at that dog. I think he's also high. I think that's fair to say.
No, that is default English bulldog right there. That's just how they look. They're beautiful.
No, the answer, not the dog.
I mean,
well, maybe the dog is tripping balls. Thinks it's a cat. We don't know.
You can't tell.
That's a great look at the dog.
Brilliant.
Though. It's like the wisdom of the ages, you know, just staring at us.
He's looking through that camera like this human is ridiculous. What's wrong with him?
Be professional, goddammit! You're on national television.
Right? Dog
Is there something on my face?
Sir, please, we're having a serious discussion about the economy. I'm just gonna keep it on loop real quick while I get this picture I saw. Do you want me to show this picture, by the way?
Yeah?
There's a picture in chat right now.
What a cute dog.
Yeah.
Want me to show it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The classic.
Oh, look at that look at that scrungly little thing you were working back in the day. Little goat thing.
Which
going
one of
on.
us has seen?
Oh, that second one just looks like you've been up for like 72 hours and you just don't give a fuck anymore. Someone's trying to have a conversation with you and you're just there like, what the fuck do you want from
Yeah.
me? Leave me alone, please.
Pretty much.
See, he finds it funny.
Oh, you know this is gonna be like the new fucking meme format too, where people are just gonna like edit videos in for the dog instead.
Oh,
Yes.
And it's just gonna be the guy pointing and laughing at it.
I'm here for it.
Oh, it should be it should be someone like I don't know, like fucking Ben Shapiro saying he's oppressed or some shit like that. You know?
Yeah,
Like ha ha ha.
this is definitely a new meme format. I'm all for it.
Poor little Shapiro.
Or how about this
I
old?
love the subtitle on it too. It's like uncontrolled laughter.
Confused.
Oh, this could this could so easily work as a meme format. Someone has to get to work on this.
We couldn't have noticed the confusion or laughter on our own without you explaining it for us.
No, the
But
subtitles really help.
He had to tell us that there's a dog on screen. Like he had to go like, does anyone else see this? That's the way.
He must be high because he's way too easily amused right now.
He also gives a bit of a Tucker face early on as well, at the very beginning, where you can't believe. Look at that. That's.
Yeah.
It's funny every time. It doesn't
It was
matter
about
how many times it
her
loops.
face.
We could do it in reverse too, where the dog is the main thing, and then we could put someone on that the dog's reacting to, like Tucker, for example, where the Tucker face is just staring at him. Like, huh?
Perfect.
All right.
That's what I look like when I'm seeing Tucker, right there.
Just like
Most human races.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's.
Or Ben Shapiro, or Abby Shapiro, for that
Well,
matter.
only when you look when you're looking at her face. When you look down below, you get a different opinion on Abby. At least
I mean, her face is nice. It's just not when the mouth is open and making sounds.
she looks like a deer stuck in the headlights normally. Like,
to be fair, I feel that way about most people. Like they're great until
Yeah.
they start making sounds with their mouths.
True.
It's true.
That's why this dog is amazing. Look at the stoicness of it.
That's why I'm quiet most of the time.
Mm.
Zing.
This security guard heard something moving in the kitchen.
It's not Onion Son.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Two for bear. 2 for 1 bear.
Shit.
This security guard heard something moving in the kitchen.
I need to have a bear
This
sex.
is fake. This is how you know this is fake. No kitchen has this much free space.
Yeah,
True.
that's true.
What I'm wondering about is, what the hell's that little sign on it?
Yeah, he's got a visitor's badge.
It's a white patch of fur.
Do they get that
This
sometimes?
security guard.
I
The
guess-
black
Interesting.
How did a bear even get into a restaurant? Like,
However he
That's-
wanted to.
Right?
that's
It's a
impressive.
bear.
It's a bear. It smelled food.
He busted the door
It's
open.
Hungry. hmm
That bear was like, communism, bitch.
People were
Seize
probably
the
too nice to
means
it.
of-
People were probably too nice to it, fed it too much, and then it got too comfortable around the building and broke into it. That's
Yeah.
usually what happens.
Yeah.
That's
That's
Have
probably-
you
security guard
guys
just
seen the
got-
bear? Have you
means
guys seen that
production.
bear whisperer guy on YouTube?
No.
No.
This guy that like talks to bears and shit. I watched like 7 hours of content that this guy put together, and it is wild Like he went on this journey to hunt all these creatures that you could hunt down, and then he finally got obsessed with like hunting bears down. And while he was hunting these bears, he started to realize that they had this way of socializing with each other. And now he talks to bears. It's fucking crazy. It's also cool.
He'd be really,
Probably gonna die,
he'd be really
but
popular amongst the
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3 community.
Are our cameras like not on the stream?
No, they are.
No.
It's just every once in a while I have to I have to reset them because, like I said, I'm on one screen and it's very hard to jumble everything.
yeah, I know how that
When did
is.
Gilbert become a pickup artist on TikTok?
Oh,
Who?
there we go.
Gilbert
Who?
Gottfried.
Oh yeah, I can see it a bit.
This guy.
This guy was doing the rounds. I think Charlie started talking about him, but I can't find any of his stuff specifically. But this is a pretty decent one. The only problem is, for whatever reason.
So there's this
There we go.
awesome new format on TikTok where guys will film themselves POV style approaching women and hitting
Awesome
on
new
it with a
format.
whopping
So
0%
awesome.
success rate.
Now that part's awesome.
Like,
That's the
you ever been
part,
told
yeah.
like,
It's
hi,
so awesome to
you ever
just
been
make a
told you look
video
like
of
Chris's wife?
Of harassing somebody in the street.
yeah, just making an ass of yourself and uploading it, and then being like, "Yeah, everybody, you're an ass."
It's like that meme of the guy who pisses himself in public. Everyone points and laughs, and then in his mind he's like, huh, "They're living rent free."
Yeah, it's exactly that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Chris's wife.
I don't know.
My name is Chris.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, what's your name?
Hannah.
What you doing? Hi, my name is Chris. What's up?
Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
Good.
That's good. That's good. What brings you out here?
Bye.
Yeah, you can see she's trying to
Yeah, you
walk
like hiking?
away.
This is like my first time here. What do you think of it?
I come here all the time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, where do we even begin with this, really? At his username. Let's start at his username. His username is Confident Chris. Because I guess that's what he's trying to do here is like blow you away with his confidence. But I feel like a better one would have been Confident Cringe, maybe? Because that's really all I did.
Yeah.
He doesn't even sound confident. Like he's just like whispering, like, "I hope you really like me." 'Cause, like,
Softest boy.
While I was watching this train wreck of a conversation. Let's watch it again and analyze
Look,
this,
this
shall we?
might be low
You ever
energy
been told you
videos,
look
but this
like-
guy is a fucking no energy video.
Yeah.
You ever been told like, hi?
What?
You ever been told?
I mean, rough start. Rough start right off the bat. Oh, what? What? Rough. If somebody has AirPods in, especially if they're working out, they don't want to talk to anyone. I mean, nothing in this video should have...
More than once, I've walked around with my headphones in and I had nothing playing.
You
That's
better
me.
need my help, okay? You better be asking me for directions. And other than that, you better fucking be on fire if you're bothering me and I'm out walking by myself. You don't approach women walking by themselves. You just don't do that.
Nope.
Let me make
You
a
don't
note
do that.
here.
That
Sex
is how
creepy.
you get attacked, okay? Because women have a fear of men, and y'all need to just...
You can
Catch
see it
up
on
with
her.
that,
She's
you know
she's
what I
got
mean?
that little nervous
Let me
thing
write this
going
down.
on.
Set self
that
on
nervous
fire
smile of
before
like,
making
oh
proposals.
yeah, we do that because
Actually, you know what?
if we frown, we upset crazy people, and crazy people can get violent. You know, so
Yep.
you
That's what I
keep
was
the
thinking,
smile
like-
on, and you keep the shadow on, the mask on, so that it keeps things
Yeah.
called copacetic.
I was thinking,
Being
like, why doesn't she
copacetic.
just... Since she doesn't want to talk to this guy, why doesn't she just walk away? But that's probably why, because she's afraid of provoking him.
Yep.
What if this guy starts chasing me, walking after
What if
me?
he's armed? What if he
Exactly.
suddenly snaps and then tries to strangle me? Like, what if he just starts like calling, like slowly following me, calling me a cunt over and over again? Because these things do happen. We watched a few weeks ago. I was watching a woman in her building's gym, and she was like 17, and she was just working out, and this guy. She didn't show his face, but he's like, well, what's your problem? He literally came up and started hitting on her and saying, do you want to do something?
She told him she was 17, and he
Yeah.
was like, what?
That's legal.
Yeah.
Which is always a great thing to say. Like,
Yeah,
And she's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I just
Yep.
told you I was a minor. What the fuck is actually wrong with you? And then some other guy came up and started really like putting on the daddy voice. Get the fuck out! Yeah. Now that's fucking scary shit.
Yeah.
At no point should you ever need to know like what the legal age is in your state. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Like, if
Right.
that is necessary information for this interaction, then you should not be having this interaction.
No.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say maybe don't approach strange women with phones in their face. That's not ever gonna
yeah,
go
you
well
could
for
be
you.
you could be doing anything. You could be talking about a crypto scheme or talking about Jeebus. But it doesn't.
Like that. My first impression would be you're gonna ask me for directions. You need help with something. But once I realize you're filming me, okay, I'm gonna punch you.
Like, I don't want to be fucking just randomly filmed, and I'm sure nobody fucking does. Like,
No.
take your stupid like TikTok bullshit somewhere else.
My name is Chris. What's up?
Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
My name is Chris.
That's good. That's good.
I love
am
that
an
she's
alpha
like doing
man.
the bare minimum. Like she's so clearly just does not want to be part of this at all. But yet she's still trying to be as nice as she can, which is like fucked up. It's like not fair to her. You know what I mean?
No, of course it isn't.
Chris's wife. Oh yeah. She's like slowly just trying to. Yeah. Okay. Good one. I'm gonna keep.
It's the social equivalent of like standing on one foot and the other because you need to go to the toilet. You know, like read the room. Obviously, like this situation fails anyway. This is weird in a social setting where you're meant to hook up. Like randomly talking to someone at a bar is famously cringy, but you're kind of at times expected to do that, and even then, you're gonna have to follow certain guidelines and rules. Like, hi, I just bought you this drink. Am I allowed to put my hand on your lower back? No. Well, you're a fucking cunt. You know, like, that happens. And it's getting worse, too. It's getting so...
I don't know if it's getting worse. I think maybe we just can see it now with technology.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a phone now. I think it's been... I think it was way worse back in, like, medieval times when we didn't have the ability to just film and
you didn't have the rights.
Exactly, yeah. Like, I think we're actually in a better time, but it's hard for us to see it that way because we can just... It's so in our face now, you know?
Because, like, at that point, like, women were, like, property rather than people with fucking rights and everything. So, as hard as it is to imagine, like, it had to have been worse. But, it's so prolific now, and we see it so much that it's, like, it's hard to rationalize that.
Yeah.
Well,
and now
there's still plenty of
now
people
men
who
are
do.
actually starting to understand the difficulties that women face. Now women just need to kind of catch up and start understanding the things that men have to deal with. Because if women want to feel safe and secure, they're gonna need men to do that.
True, but don't forget that like it's always important to point out that while there are things that men do go through that for the most part are male issues, this is not one of those justifiable ones where you start to feel sympathy for. This is just a guy being an asshole.
Men too.
Oh, it's happened to me.
This
It's 100%
like
happened to
Magicus
me.
just said, nobody wants to just like have people walk up to them and film them, right?
No. Right.
It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. Don't disrupt people's privacy that way when they're doing stuff.
But like at the same time, like there is of course the pushback whenever there is like a new way of seeing things. In this case, hey guys, maybe stop being a bunch of toxic assholes. There's pushbacks from a lot of like men's rights Andrew Tate motherfuckers, and of course tons of people.
Andrew Tate can be quite extreme, but he's a symptom. He's a symptom to a larger problem, and I think the larger problem is that women, now that they are sexually liberated, are not really helping each other, let alone helping men. And men need women as much as women need men. It's just something we're gonna have to come to terms with. As we age, we learn these things. When people are young, they don't quite get it, but as we get older, we start to realize these necessities. We need each other for sure.
I think we also see like there's a lot of toxic behavior that happens in like both sides. It's just different in how it takes form, but
Yeah.
and then
Toxic femininity is.
And people can't just leave toxic shit. You know, everyone says, "Oh, just if you're in a toxic relationship, just get out." It's not that easy.
No.
It's really not that easy. It's a lot more complicated than that.
And so, or like if it's a habit that, for example, if you're like a teenager who grew up with all like the men's rights motherfuckers or Jordan Peterson or whatever, right? And then you then go back and talk to the same guy who hasn't learned to grow and evolve as a person at the age of 30. Well, then it'll be so much more harder now because even his idea of what men and women are will be so fucked up and skewered that all this new information had grown out of it. Like 2 + 2 = 5, then try to do the rest of old math. Like it's gonna be
the world around us has always tried to tell us about us, but that's why we are us. That's why I love America so much. It really emphasizes the individual. It separates the individual from the group so that the individual can assess what's good for themselves, right?
I think that's like our strength and our weakness to some extent, though, because we take it to
It's
like
not
a
a
ridiculous
weakness.
extreme.
It's not a weakness because some people take it to an extreme.
No,
It's just that those people are able to take it to an extreme because they're not following through with the sentiment of being an individual. They fall back on their group think, and that is where the extremes really happen.
Yeah.
It just looks like an individual is freaking out, but it's not. It's the person who loses their individuality that falls victim to their own insecurities and desires and loneliness,
Well,
and
I
then
think,
blame it around around everyone else except themselves, right? And that's where the individual is so important. We have so much more power than we realize, than any company, politician, even our friends want us to realize. Even the people sitting right fucking next to us don't want us to know how powerful we really are. And our real power is in our words, how we use them, how we articulate ourselves, because that resonates with other people. So many people do not know how to articulate what's happening inside of their mind and their body. So when someone comes along and articulates it, they have something to relate to that represents the way they feel. So words are our greatest power, whether we are silent or use them. Knowing when to speak and when not to speak is truly like an amazing thing right now. With the rise of AI especially, it's never been more important to know what you need and how to articulate that need properly enough so that a robot will understand and give it to you. The power of words is becoming ever so more prevalent, especially during a time where we're just butchering words. Like we're using words like racist and phobic so much to the point that they don't even mean anything anymore.
Yeah,
it doesn't even mean what it used to mean.
I hate
like
that
taking on a whole new
where,
definition.
Yeah, you use a word but then like redefine that word to like make your argument right, and then it like doesn't actually mean the thing that it's supposed to mean. And
remember when everybody started using PDF file to mean person that disagrees with me?
yeah, exactly.
That's funny though. That's funny. That's just people being silly. We need to be silly. Laughter is also another superpower we have. The ability to laugh at tragedy, to laugh at serious things, to laugh at our fucking selves.
What is it? December
so
29th?
Powerful.
Yeah, December 29th is officially when 9/11 is funny.
See?
22.3 years.
When we take away that ability for someone else to manipulate us with something that we feel is so serious, we take away all of their power over us. Don't ever forget that. It is so important to remember that. Words
By the way,
have power, and so does laughter.
Agreed. And while we're on that topic, I remember hearing before we paused this guy, he said something about the bare minimum, and I thought that was very, very good considering the other things we've been watching right now with all the bears in them. if we have any artists or meme makers in chat, I want to see some people put together your own fake movie posters for a movie called The Bare Minimum.
Ooh.
Involving a bear somehow. Let's see what you
Very
got.
clever. I
I've
love
got
clever
some.
names like
I've
that.
got some ideas floating
Yeah.
in my skull, but we'd hear all day. So.
Oh, it could get worse than that. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. Let's check out the next one.
I'm
I was
curious
just in
to
the
see what
other
this one
aisle,
is.
so we're kind of like neighbors.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
thought you were like too cute not to say hi to, so
Oh my
I want
god.
to say what up. What's your name?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
We're
What's your name?
we're neighbors.
You really gonna eat that?
Oh
gonna
no, he's
Oh,
not. He's
nope.
not. Is he doing the? Is that negging or gaslighting? I sometimes mix them up.
That's
So-
negging.
Yeah.
Gaslighting is trying to convince a person of something that's not
I'm
true.
sorry, but okay, if it was my actual boyfriend saying, "Are you gonna eat that?" I'm not gonna think that's negging, right? Like someone who actually cares about
Yeah,
me
but
is
that's the
gonna care about what
context
I put in my
difference.
body. I'm just let me get through the thought. However, if a fucking stranger comes up to me and says, "You're my neighbor, I thought I'd come say hi. Are you gonna eat that?" What? What are you, fucking crazy? You psychopath, get away from me before I rip my mace out and blind you. Jesus.
It's like,
It was weird
Holy
before it got judgy, even, and then it got extra weird.
Not to mention the fact he's just filming some random woman in a store.
Yeah.
it's like
Wow,
how do you
it's like
know
for
that she
kids.
doesn't have some
Are you a
fucking
kid?
special diet that requires something
Oh, it
weird?
hurts. It hurts. I'm getting full body chills right now, and not the good kind. How is this not satire? Or maybe that's the point. Like, he never claimed to be good at
Maybe it
picking
is.
up women. He just
That-
claimed
that
that,
would
he
be
was
amazing
confident.
if
I mean,
it
he's not even
was.
really that confident. Like, he's clearly so nervous.
But
All of
they
his responses
they
are just like
are. Like, Krendar, do you remember the Channel 5? I don't know if Luna Magicus, you guys saw this, but the Channel 5 one where they went to the pickup artists in Vegas. Like,
I
they're
do.
all so fucking pathetically scared of women. And you can see them, like, shivering, going up, and you're like, this is not how you talk to people, let alone trying to pick up someone romantically. This is you. You don't need to suffer like this.
Now that you've said that, is it any wonder why young men are gravitating towards male figures like Andrew Tate who
Not
are
in the
not
slightest.
afraid of women? Because let me
No,
tell
they
you.
just hate women.
Yeah, well,
But
there's not a whole lot of
they
positive
do,
role models.
But they don't realize that it's hatred towards women. They're too young to understand that.
No. And in the case of maybe Andrew Tate, I think maybe he just skewered his mind enough that he doesn't actually see himself as hating women, because he probably thinks that only gay people hate women. He's one of those weird sort of super masculine
And we all have
brains.
to realize that we are talking about like the image of a person, not the person themselves.
Well, after his
Right?
court case, we learned a lot about the
And when
man.
you realize that all these other people, these young boys, are also objectifying and putting Andrew Tate up on a pedestal.
Yep.
That's
Actually,
just kind of like what happens.
I've got video.
There's no like.
thing on this. Sorry, go
I
on.
don't blame any young man for gravitating towards that kind of rhetoric right now, because women are scary, and this is what I'm taught. Like, I try to like call it out when women do things, but it's like women get away with a lot of fucking shit that men just don't. There's a huge double standard when it comes to a lot of very significant things in society. Women like me get silenced over it consistently.
It's interesting that you said this, because I follow this artist from Norway, and he talked about the Jordan Peterson's book that he liked before he realized that Jordan Peterson was mouthing some pretty fucking horrible stuff. Well, it turns out Jordan Peterson saw the actual video, and this is his reply to it while he does a little doodle of him.
Hello, Dr. Peterson. At first I thought this comment was a joke, but now I see it's actually from your real account. So first I want to thank you for the insights I got from the early parts of the book Maps of Meaning. Tying the Jungian archetypes to the stages of cognition itself is, in my view, a genius move, and as an artist, it is something I find personally useful. Anyhow, like you, I was born in a culture that makes it hard for me to wrap my head around pronouns. but I choose to write my pronouns in my bio because it's important for others and it literally takes no effort for me. But it does sadden me to see how little effort you put into your words now. From showing your potential as a divergent thinker, you seem to have settled into being a far-right talking head, parroting simplistic soundbites and spreading misinformation and hatred for profit. It doesn't matter if your room is clean when your tongue is toxic. Do better.
That's fucking dope. I'd get a decal out of that.
I really appreciate how the video like went along perfectly with what he was saying. So it's like, as he's like getting deeper and deeper into his point, like it's becoming more and more grotesque.
Monsters start coming to the side of the face.
That is the power of an artist.
Yep.
Producers, people who make movies, video editors, we all have the power to do that. And what's going on right now is a manipulation of emotion. In some way, a propaganda, an agenda is being told to us, not just visually, it's supported with visual and
audio.
Words.
Don't forget like the soundtrack.
As an artist myself, I find it pedantic and pretentious to not allow your audience and your viewers to view the work without you hand-holding them through the vision. I don't like that, particularly, personally. However, I see great use in it for other artists. Like how you guys resonated with it and how it progressed through. It was like almost like a poem. He was telling a story. And that's important. Artists have been telling stories like this for a really long time. And I kind of agree with this guy. I kind of agree with him that right now, Jordan Peterson isn't really careful with his words. But we're living in a time where everyone is not being careful with their words.
You sound to be making an effort, at the very least.
I just want to say, like, I generally don't like the TikTok format for videos because I think that it has kind of a negative effect on the attention span of the average viewer. But I think, like, this video is probably one of the better uses of this medium in order to make a point, because it beautifully like ties together the image and how it's changing in relation to what he's saying at the same time, so that it kind of ends all together in like this time span that it needs to. So as much as I hate
the
format,
kind of art,
this is a really good example of how it could be used positively instead of to just like ruin people's attention.
Yes, I really agree with that. The only reason I don't like that is because I've spent 25 years doing traditional work, and I was trained to shut the fuck up. You shut your fucking mouth and you let people sit with their thoughts. You let them sit with your work. You let them sink into it. And today we need to do something different. Artists have to kind of shift and adapt to this different attention span that people have. So it's something I don't like, but it's something I think I would like to learn, because it does seem to resonate with people. It keeps the attention for as long as needed.
On that note, I've noticed, thanks to TikTok and I suppose Vine that predated it and all that, attention spans overall are dropping, which means, unfortunately, creators have to respond in kind. Now, I'm a huge, colossal fan of the long form video. 7, 8, 9 hours, 12. I know not for everyone can handle that because, well, your attention kind of wanders and shit. That seems to be getting more and more.
And most people have, like, full-time jobs.
Yeah. Well, you break it up over the course of, it becomes like a daily ritual if they're really long ones. But, like, as a result, they might be dying off or becoming even more niche. And a part of me is a little bit worried, because if it's a documentary, while you can never get the full story of anything into a documentary, you're going to have to make it more and more concise. And instead of a 4-hour long thing where you could have a lot more context, explain the situation, you might have to focus it down to like bullet points, and that could leave out some important information.
There's the alternative method though, and I think like Netflix has done this with a few
Yeah.
different things. Where
Oh
you
my
have
god,
the
I was just gonna say that.
the documentary series where it's like instead of like a 10-hour thing, it's like no, you have 10 1-hour things that you can take in chunks and then kind of understand each part individually.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, better idea. Yeah. For most people.
Yeah, I mean, as
long as they don't try to rewrite the history they're trying to teach us.
Well, yeah.
Netflix lost the lawsuit for the whole Cleopatra thing.
I didn't even hear about that. What was that all about?
Oh fuck!
Well,
I think I know
Cleopatra,
which one
as
this
we all
is.
know through history, was a Greek woman. They
Oh,
casted an
yes!
African American woman as Cleopatra, and everyone collectively, and rightfully so, lost their shit
mind,
because
yeah.
it's a documentary about history, not a fan fiction.
It was pretty funny.
This isn't
pretty bad.
the alternate dimension from the Marvel Universe thing.
Weren't there like
Thor
a bunch of
with a hoodie.
insane quotes too that were just like, I don't have any like facts or anything, but like my feeling is like I'm embodied by the spirit.
No,
of
there's
it.
people who legitimately think that Cleopatra was black and that we was kings.
Yeah, they're Hoteps.
It's like a whole
That's Yakub. Don't maybe bring up a picture of Yakub
Oh,
because
fuck.
we'll be here all day.
Just.
They all
All
fucking
can
know.
do
I want to
is
see
laugh
Yakub.
about it because
I
it's
wanna
just so
see Yakub.
ridiculous.
The Moroccan separatist sort of people.
That's one of the reasons I've been like a longtime Medicare fan, because I love exploring the fucking deep psyches of like the most crazy people on the
Medicare,
internet.
dude.
Yeah.
Remember when he did gang stalking videos?
Yes!
Oh my god.
The video of the
dude.
guy harassing like the mail driver who's just like, dude, I'm just trying to like get this done so I can go home.
I think I saw the one
There
with the
was
fire
ever a
trucks
moment I
going
was
by.
realizing society was like folding in on itself. It's when the internet provided a space online for schizophrenics to literally group up together and bully normal people. It was actually scary.
So, like,
And Medicare was one of the only people willing to stand up and call these people fucking psychotic.
Yeah, I'll be a Sweetie Squad forever.
I like this Hotep guy you found whose head is a gigantic butt.
Right? He's the one who created white people to get back at a woman who scorned him.
Oh yeah,
He created
take
Caucasians.
this. I'm gonna create people that are different from me. That'll learn you.
Yeah, when
We
I
can
tell
live on
people
the
that
sun.
white people were bred into existence like basically dogs.
Yeah.
It makes their head spin. They can't even wrap their head around it. I was like, white people didn't exist at one point, right? Where do you think they came from? I don't know. Yeah.
Did you ever see the footage of it was TikTok? It was like a black woman, and she was like adamant that if you put a black person on the sun, they would become super gods because they get their power from the sun through the melanin.
or how about that one of their politicians that literally thought we sent an evil storm their way like 5 years ago.
Oh yeah, I
That's pretty
remember
recent.
that guy. Yeah.
Well, although I have to say, Lev, I didn't realize that turning into a little piece of charcoal was the superpower.
Form of carbon.
I mean, you get that close to the sun, you're not even going to be charcoal. You're going to be literally vapor.
Yeah, you're gonna be
If that.
solar dust on the wind. Like
Barely.
Word.
Thanos.
You're going to become one with the nothing for sure.
Yeah, it's like if you believe that
I like his little necklace.
I know, right?
If you think hell is a real place, it's not at the center of the earth. It's on the sun. All right, that's where hell would be.
I thought it was South America, or like the southern part of America. I mean.
Oh, it's basically the same thing.
Here, this is a bit of wholesomeness to equivalent out.
Oh, you ain't beating me today, girl. You ain't beating me today. Are you ready? You need to get a head start. You better get over here.
No cheating.
Right.
No cheating.
Oh, hold on. We gotta wait for this van. We gotta wait for the van, okay? But you don't get no head start today. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Damn! Look at that dog go. Right?
Dog with a bullet.
Fucking hell.
Come on!
Catch it up. Catch. No.
Oh, dog wins.
Beat me today,
Doggo
girl.
wins.
You ain't beat me.
Apparently,
Doggo
it's like
definitely won.
fucking Usain Bark over here.
That's adorable. I love that.
And I love how it's part
Matt.
3. Like, this is their routine. This is their literal ritual.
That is actually very cute and wholesome, though.
This is the kind of little stuff that just makes your day a little bit better.
It can't all be doom and gloom, and it can't all be like have to go like 12 dimensions in on how the fabric of the universe works. Sometimes we can just be glad that a dog is having a good day, you know?
Yeah.
This is the middle ground. You know, this is it right here, the middle ground. It's not toxically positive and it's not toxic negativity. It's very much in the middle.
This is what the internet was supposed to be for. It's like cute videos of dogs and cats.
Oh, we don't deserve dogs. Like
no.
Cats, we deserve cats. Them motherfuckers knock shit off shelves, rip our shit up, piss all over everything. Like, oh god, cats really give us what we deserve. Dogs, we don't deserve them. They're just...
Let's not downplay the scientific importance of cats, though. Cats are how we know for a fact that the Earth is not flat.
Truth. It would just we would just see them all on the edge of the Earth. maybe there's millions of cats all by the ice wall.
Cats protect us from disease.
Yep.
Because they kill rats.
Yep.
And
when they feel like
carry
it. Anyway.
A lot of diseases. No, they do. Cats. If you have an outdoor cat, it will just kill everything. It'll kill birds.
We did have wildcats out the back, and they
it's actually
did.
kind of a problem in a lot of places because they do a lot of damage.
Oh,
to
the islands in the South Sea.
Cats have literally like killed birds like out of existence.
Yes.
In America, plenty of them. Like hundreds of species have gone extinct because cats.
Yep.
New Zealand lost a lot of birds when they showed up, and for some strange reason, my YouTube on my phone just completely bugged out. Oh,
but you know,
because
birds also carry a lot of weird parasites and diseases.
Yep.
The bird flu, and things like that. Cats, also bobcats, kill like monkeys and things sometimes. Cats are our protectors. Quite literally protect us. They look at us like we're stupid because we are.
They can still be little old pricks when they want to be, though. And again, so could dogs. I've seen dogs.
Have you ever seen a cheetah hunt? Like, they're like the most least efficient cat. They can only hunt for like 60 seconds in bursts of a minute, and then they're just like done. They're tapped out. But lions, dude.
It's an intense 60 seconds, though.
Oh yeah.
It is very intense.
Was it good for you too? No, of course not, because you're dead and I'm eating you.
Maybe the animal's into that. Maybe they're into vor.
Well, they're into vor only once then.
Well, yeah. That's living the dream.
Oh, truth.
Do you have an Instagram or something?
I do.
So, JJ from IP2, what's left of IP2, it's kind of a non-existent entity at this stage now. But JJ chased by Mad Girl. And I just want to see this because I've been on a bit of a JJ stream as of late, a bit of a bender.
I'm a photographer, actually.
May I type it into your phone?
Don't put the camera on my face, please. So why are all your followers Republicans and racists?
I'm not totally
That's redundant. That's the same thing.
Right? And he's too dumb. He's too dumb to know what the hell half of those words were.
No, he's not dumb. He's playing dumb because she's asking stupid fucking questions.
Well, no, JJ does have brain damage. Like, he actually has brain damage, so...
Yeah, but I don't think he's acting dumb. If he has brain damage, then he has brain damage.
Well, yeah, like I do think that, like, JJ...
You act dumb if you have brain damage, or do you just have brain damage?
Maybe you have, like, a small amount of brain damage, and you still are conscious enough then to act dumber than you are, as a sort of safety blanket. Ooh.
Wait, are we talking about JJ or Cobes at this point?
No, it's not. It is not Gucci's. Gucci's doesn't look that well put together.
I haven't seen Goo in a while. I've heard her in a conversation now and again, but I think she's kind of done with all this and good if her life's better, but I don't know.
So.
Yeah.
Sure that that's what they stand for.
So what
It's
do you
just
post,
like
though?
glorious, like there's just like glorious
What do you
comments
post
and like
to make
live streams.
people attract you?
The live streams.
To make
I
those
live
type of
stream on my
people.
channel. I don't know, just like live stream, I guess.
I post to livestream.com.
You smell really good.
Do I?
You're in a relationship, JJ. You should not. Bold. Naughty.
Hear that?
How do you know these people?
I'm just racist. I hold no political affiliation. Women are property. No, don't read us. Shut the fuck up.
Is it cool that I like all my posts?
No.
I like how
You don't like men's
60
posts
seconds
because they're
ago, She
bitches,
went
and-
from like, don't show my face in the camera to like, now my face has to be the entirety of what's on the camera.
Yeah.
And I'm leaning into it to make sure that that's the case.
Not just that, but hamming it up, making faces at it, and yeah.
They're fucking property. Men
Being
are bitches.
misandrist.
Men are to be used. Okay?
Men are to be used,
Do you hear this shit?
but only if they're into it.
So it's okay for her to say
Do you hear this?
generalizing misandrist things about men, sweeping generalizations about men, but she can't take it. She can dish it out, but she can't take it. This is what I'm talking about, fellas.
That's
This is
very
what I'm
true
talking
on the
about.
internet as a rule, though. A lot of people will just throw the biggest shade in the world and be shocked if there's even a slightest pushback, you know? Like a lot of the
This woman wants someone else to censor their space. Like, fuck her.
yeah, it's like those people you're like filming yourself on the side of the street just talking, then you can see someone in the far distance crossing the street, coming up close to you, and then screaming, "Don't film me!" You know, like,
It's ma'am. It's very aggressive. It comes across as cunty. I don't like it. I want to slap her.
It's self-defeating
because she's
too.
being obnoxious.
Like, she's not getting what she wants if she wants to be left alone, and she's not endearing herself to the fucking chat.
Well, this is what we call a girl. We call these girls because that's what they are. They haven't grown into women. There's a difference between girls and women, and that's why a lot of girls get mad at men for calling them girls, because that's what they fucking are.
Fucking bullshit.
That's what they fucking are.
Do you hear how this guy attracts fucking racists? This shit, get the fuck out of here.
Maximum respect, I must say.
Just throwing words around. Doesn't even care
I'm
what
so
they mean.
sorry if I've disturbed you. Yes. Just waiting for my
JJ gets
grandma.
into the worst
now.
situations.
Now he's apologizing for doing nothing. He didn't
Yeah.
even do anything, and he's apologizing. I hate this. I hate this. I hate it. Ugh.
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Throw some money towards the stream goal.
Triggered.
She is acting like a fucking.
I'm really
bitch.
sorry about that.
No, but you're not.
And JJ has no idea really how to
He
respond.
said he's
You want
sorry,
$5?
but you're
You want
not,
money?
though.
Like, you need to get the
Bitch, get the fuck out. If I
Alright,
was there,
I'm
I'd be
just
like,
trying to
get the
get
fuck out of
past
here,
it,
get away
I
from
guess.
him. I try and protect this guy as much as possible, because that's the deal. Only girls can protect guys from girls. Especially
Yeah,
girls
just
like this.
apology and then
Everything's
rejecting the
okay.
apology
Following
when it
him.
happens.
Following him. It's
Get
stalking.
away from me as I'm
That's not
following.
me.
Well, that's exactly what I'm saying. Oh god, that happened to him a while back too. Somebody, he was filming outside of a fucking petrol station, and someone pulls in their car and started screaming at him like, "Don't film me! Don't film me!" And the guy, JJ's like, "Well, sorry, okay," and then he starts walking on. But the guy starts following him, screaming like, "Don't film me! Don't film me!" over and over again. Eventually gets out of his car, starts chasing him. JJ has to go around the corner. He thinks he's safe. He's talking to someone else a while later after he's calmed down and breathing. And then you just hear this massive bang behind him. And like the camera starts flying. The guy followed him around and tackled him and started breaking his shit. Next time we see
psycho.
JJ, he's on the ground talking to a police officer with all his phone, which is broken, and all his tripod and everything. It's all shattered. Like, this is why I'm terrified, quite honestly, of walking down the street live streaming in the States, or even in Dublin. In all fairness, less so out here in the countryside. It's too of an abnormality for people to
I
be
get
this.
that too when you're not in like super mega public. Yeah.
Yeah, but like when I'm off in Philly in March, I'm not going to be live streaming like this unless I'm in a at least I have like 1 or 2 people alongside me, because I don't know who the fuck is going to be like brought
Don't go
to me.
anywhere alone in Philly. It's not safe for men or women to be
I've been
alone
to Philly enough
there.
times to know what a kip it is. Some lovely people
I
and
was
some lovely
born
places.
there.
Where's our? If we're lucky, we're going to be staying in. We're lucky also. Raisin and Two Guns live nearby, and Magicus too.
I live about an hour north.
Yeah. So we got some
In
base,
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I grew up mostly in Center City, near Northeast, like 2000 Roosevelt Boulevard area, Grand Ave, and like Neshaminy area, where Bucks County is. All that area. Penn's Landing,
Fishtown.
right along the Delaware.
That's where I think we'll be staying. Fishtown.
Yeah, I've lived like all over the Lehigh Valley area of my
Lehigh.
Yeah.
Lehigh is so beautiful. I went up white water rafting in Lehigh, and it was just one of the most gorgeous experiences I've ever had. It was so beautiful.
I
loved it
here.
It's beautiful.
I miss Pennsylvania. I miss the East Coast. Though I still want to do the whole trip from one side to the other. Maybe one day I'll get my shit in order enough that I'll give it another go.
Don't come through the center. It's nothing but desert. Come through the top. Come through the north of America. That's where all the beautiful stuff is.
I would like to see Montana. I would like to see Montana.
Yeah. The middle is where all like
you come through the top, and then you come kind of down towards the very end of it, diagonal down into Montana.
The middle is where all like
flooding. You should definitely try and come through Colorado while the Colorado River is frozen. It is just so fucking gorgeous. All the snow over the orange. It's just beautiful. And there's nothing anywhere. No houses, people. It's just nature out there.
I definitely agree that the best parts of America are the parts that are as close to Canada as possible.
Always flexing, fucking maple syrup
wrong.
boy over here.
It's just beautiful. It is a very
Totally
beautiful
biased on this opinion.
ride. Yeah.
The middle of America is mostly just cornfields, flooding, and tornadoes.
I've been to Nebraska enough times to know. Yes,
it's
it
the salt
is.
flats and the desert. It's really just.
I would like to see. I'm a big
flatland.
fan of deserts. Like the Sahara is so fucking beautiful, but I want to see like where the cowboy movies are
Gotta
all
go to
shot.
the valley. The
Yeah,
Valley
Death
of
Valley,
Death is
yeah.
the desert to go to because it's like
The mesas and shit like that.
yes, it's very very intense. It's really cool.
Maybe one day, maybe we'll have low energy cowboy or for a few weeks or some shit like that.
Yeehaw.
Meet up in Yosemite.
Fuck yeah. Holy
Oh my
shit,
God.
she is chasing him properly.
It's okay.
Like a serial
No
killer.
disrespect, maximum respect. It's really not like that.
Leave me alone! I'm gonna chase you.
This is what happened to. Remember, Luna. Remember what happened to Billy? He asked where there was a black barber, and that people put those two girls put up like he was a bigot on Facebook. This was like Magicus. You remember this story, right?
I think so.
Ben and Billy were like walking down the street, and he wanted to get like his jerry curls done. He asked where a black barber was and said that's racist. And then they put up like these two are like bigots. Like this woman.
How dare you not to give our community any business?
Right. Like this is fucking insane.
Do not call this a woman. This is not a woman. This is a girl. Words have power.
This is a cunt, is what it. I'm channeling my inner
Yes.
Australian. This is a cunt.
It is, yes.
I'm leaving.
Poor JJ. He's
There's
not
other
equipped for
words
this.
it. I feel so bad for him.
JJ
What's the
can
matter?
get obnoxious
Please.
and very strange.
For
but,
God's
like,
sake, I hope you have a good night.
It's funny
I
how
don't
she's
think
being the stupid ass bitch, calling him a stupid ass bitch.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Like that's normally his job, and she's doing it better.
I've never.
Because she's
I've never known-
unhinged.
Yeah, she is coming across as a sort of like. All I can say is she was raised online and she thinks this is how you act because she's read it enough times. that shit like this
No,
happens.
no. This is what happens when you do not hold girls accountable for the shit they say and do. Period.
I'm lowballing.
And it happens. This also happens to boys too. If you don't hold someone accountable for the shit they say and do, boom, they're gonna keep doing it. And girls are highly underestimated. Everybody underestimates the power of females. That's something you guys have to fucking figure it out.
It often happens, yeah. Also, just look at her face in the thumbnail, though. That explains everything.
It's the entitlement.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually hear the guys who came out with her are turning on her now, going like, "Okay, the damage is done." She's like, "No, I still want to yell at him," because he has a centrist audience. This woman screams UCLA. You know, like this woman.
Well, she's out in public now, disturbing the peace. This
Right?
girl is out in public, disturbing the peace now. Now she's breaking the law.
She doesn't need it. But Godspeed, Godspeed.
But
JJ's
she's a
audience.
girl, so no one cares.
Yeah, look
Girls
at
can
him.
break the law because they're girls.
She really doesn't need it.
Oh God, she's still at it.
Oh my God, he's breathing heavy.
Oh, he always does that when he runs because he smokes so much.
Okay.
But the thing is that like nearly every one of the streams there's a point where he gets scared and runs away. This is the first time where I honestly can't see anything that he did remotely wrong since the time he got attacked. Like all he did was just like, all right, I suppose he was being a bit creepy. Like, you smell pretty. That's a bit odd, but I mean. Like, he's JJ. He's going to be odd by default.
That was at the very beginning, though.
She insults men, but then she turns around and expects this man to control other men for her.
Yeah.
Does anybody, is anyone else seeing this fucking bullshit the way I'm seeing it, or is it just me?
No, I can see the
All
logic in
fucking
it.
time.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
This is not
She wants to
new.
become a mod and just permaban people now in his chat or
Because
something like
this
that.
rhetoric that girls have that they don't need men and that men are useless and men are all bitches goes right out the fucking window when she's sitting there begging him, telling people that they need to control other people in their chat. Like, that's not fucking realistic.
No.
You can mod and as much as you want, but you're never going to be able to stop all of the people in the world from hating. Hate is a very natural thing, and I think girls need to get used to that. Stop trying to control everyone.
Let's read this. After escaping the crazy girl, head to a store to buy something to drink, but for some reason the clerk isn't happy to see him. Okay. If she like put the
What? I'd like to buy a drink. What? Everything's okay. What? What are you doing?
Did she blacklist him already?
Maybe he doesn't like people with cameras in there.
Maybe. I mean, if that's store policy, then that's fair. But this is what the fuck?
Is it a bat?
Oh shit, JJ! Today's
Wait,
not your day.
it's okay.
Run.
What the hell?
I would like to get a drink.
Is it the Hate JJ Day? Is it a bank holiday in
That is
America?
fucking weird.
I feel like that's probably a crime
He's
too.
filming, he's got a camera in his hand, and that guy probably doesn't like the fact that he's doing that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
my only
just
guess.
charge someone with a baseball bat because they have
If you have a camera in someone's hand and they do not want to be filmed, you absolutely can do whatever you want.
Well, maybe not whatever you want.
I don't think it
Oh
works
no, you
like that.
can. I mean, you can't kill someone, but you can defend yourself.
Defend yourself from a camera?
Wouldn't
Absolutely.
this be literal proof in court then afterwards that
I don't
like, he
know.
wasn't justified?
When you own a business, you have every right to defend that business. I know my rights in this country and my state. So, yeah.
I think this guy might lose a case considering he was
I don't think
ran
so.
at that guy
He
with a
didn't-
bat.
He didn't hurt him. Intimidating someone is
threatened
not
to?
abuse. No. You have every
Yes,
right to
literally no
defend your
reason.
property.
Threatened.
You have
He
every
didn't say he
right to
would.
defend your property and your business when shit starts going south. That guy caused a
But
disturbance
nothing went
with
south.
that girl, and he's got a camera. He's that
I mean,
I
there
can't
was a
be mad at
disturbance
this
with the
guy.
girl, but this guy in the shop
not-
doesn't know that.
Yeah,
Maybe he
but
did.
I have a thing against IRL streamers to begin with because they do this thing that's very rude to people. They think they can just shove a camera in people's face and, oh, I just want to get a drink. No, bro, you don't want to just get a fucking drink. You want to film yourself in a fucking store that's privately owned by someone and buy a fucking drink. So let's not fucking play games here, okay? There's a difference.
I always, whenever I'm live
big
streaming,
one.
I always put my phone in my pocket while I'm going inside a building, and then I ask.
See?
And then
Had
if
maybe
not,
he approached the store without the camera, maybe it would have been different.
yeah. But like, if I was JJ, I would just whatever I was doing, planning for the rest of my evening, I'd just cut my fucking losses because clearly the universe wants you dead today, man.
He takes the camera and puts it back in the fucking window like an absolute artard. So
well, yeah,
I don't
he
feel
kinda
bad for this guy a little bit, okay? I don't feel bad for anybody in this video except the store owner, okay?
Yeah.
That guy's minding his own business, doing his fucking job, providing a service to people who are probably also doing their fucking job, unlike JJ and this fucking crazy girl.
Is it still going on? Oh, for God! Like,
holy shit!
Yeah, I think we can ignore the rest of it.
Yeah, is it just gonna be JJ getting attacked, run from girls from earlier? Oh my God, they followed him.
I mean, you play stupid games, you win stupid fucking prizes.
Of course they followed him. They've been doing that the whole time.
Yeah, we'll move on because this is just one sad after another.
Let's not let this be half of our own stream.
Right. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Seeing we're talking about like some big mental themes. The idea of
did reality look different when you were a kid? Of course it did. The world has changed, and you have changed. But I think that only explains some of the phenomenon. I think its eeriness comes from the incompleteness of mental time travel. Our memories are not 4K movies. They're more like scripts, and each time they are performed, parts of them have to be recast, remembered, cobbled together from whatever sources are available. So it shouldn't be a surprise that our memories of the past come to look like the recordings of the past available to us now. Not only is mental time travel incomplete, it's also mutated. Over time, in our memories, our perceptions get squeezed into fewer and fewer primary categories, leaving us with a reality whose aesthetic is different than it originally was. So don't just stop and smell the roses. Stop and be here now. It's the last time you will ever be here.
Truth.
Did he just threaten to kill me?
Yes. And he's powerful enough to get away with it too.
Fuck.
I do love Michael, but what do they say? Like the past is was lovely, but you can never go back there. You know, like when I think of stuff in from like the 90s, I have to admit there is a slight like film grain in my memory. Lighting is a little different, and people's faces are probably like from one particular moment in time, but I'm gonna superimpose that one person's face from that particular moment in time for like 6 years. That couldn't have been them every day for 6 years.
Right.
It's just, and of course as you get older, and me being one of the more younger people here, you know this better than me, but like your memory, you start forgetting all the details. Like how many of us can remember every single book we ever read in full detail?
I only ever did that once.
Go on.
When I was like 4, I read like a 40-page book and then recited it in the kitchen in front of my grandparents and freaked them out because at that time apparently I had like photographic memory. It's
dope.
But I can't do that anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say you can lose photographic memory.
Well, I can't do it anymore, but I did it then, so.
The one moment.
The ways in which we change as biological and like self-aware creatures is a mixture of nature versus nurture. Like our environment has a lot to do with it, and so does our like how we nurture ourselves and our desires and interests. It kind of changes us and it molds us in the way we want to be.
Oh,
You know, we feel if we are a billionaire in ourselves first inside, then we can be a billionaire in real life kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You can be a billionaire in real life if the opportunity presents itself, but like even if you feel that way, sometimes that you don't ever get the environment to actually grow that. So
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I think convincing yourself, feeling like a billionaire on the inside, is part of being able to put yourself in the mindset to be able to see those opportunities.
Yeah.
I had to say,
Just
this guy
follow through
on.
with the
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a nice
This
rainy
guy up on
day.
screen right now. This guy gets it.
Yeah.
That's a lo-fi screen right there.
Right?
Yeah.
This is
That's cyberpunk as fuck. We need to put him in like a LED jacket and some Sandevistan and shit.
Yeah, have some like
And
floating airship advertisements slowly crossing across the sky. You know.
Every car that drives by is covered in neon.
And angular as shit. I was actually streaming Cyberpunk earlier today. Blah.
Not that it's all in the mind, it's that what's in our mind can become true. Like, the
Within
perfect
the
example
realms
I
of
like
physics.
to bring up is Star Trek, right? This iPad I have, this used to be on Star Trek just a fantasy. Things, a prop that characters would hold and pretend to use. But now, it's real.
No,
real.
yeah, it's a bit
in my
better
hand.
than the original ones back in the day.
But before it was a prop, it was just an idea in someone's head. And this is something everyone needs to remember, okay? Just remember it. Just keep it in the back of your mind for a rainy day. When you feel like there's nothing original left in the world, remember that. Remember it.
And I always wonder what the next big thing is going to be. And it always comes out of a place you don't expect. Because who expected that mobile phones were around since the 80s, but they were always just something that you see a businessman going to a meeting with the huge aerial coming out of. No one ever thought of that, turning it a little smaller, making it a little bit more ubiquitous, making it digital,
Put a screen
giving
on it.
the internet. Holy fuck. And then,
Actually, if you had said to that person in the 80s, give it the internet, they wouldn't look at you like you were crazy, because what the fuck does the internet mean?
well, it depends. If it's the late 80s, they might be like, wait, the military thing?
Yeah, but most people hadn't heard of that
Phones
even.
are such an advanced piece of technology, and we use them for so many things now that we're practically cyborgs.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And not only that, like, most people have absolutely no fundamental understanding how, like, any of this shit works, and so it is effectively just magic to the average person.
Yeah, I can't even believe that it's 2024 almost, and I'm still reminding people to Google basic shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Did you
Also,
plug
I'm
it?
ready to be a
Did
cyborg.
You unplug
You
it
would-
and plug it back in? Like, hello?
Yeah.
Like, I have a degree in
I'm-
computer science, and I still don't understand how half of the shit in these devices work.
Right.
That's what I'm saying, though. If you
Personally,
just- Google knows how it all works. You just have to ask Google. Power of words. Articulate those needs. Once you figure out what it is you want to do, learn, think, put it in Google, put it in YouTube. It will teach you. It will show you how to do anything you want to do. Anything I want to be. I've been what I wanted to be since day one. I've been an artist all my life. And what that has done for me is it's shown me that anything I see around me, I can make it. I can create it. Anything you guys do, I can do it. Anything people make in a movie, I can probably make that. It might take me a long time, but I'm one person, right? The point is, it's all there for anyone to learn right now for free. Why anyone's putting themselves houses worth of in debt for education right now is just beyond me, when there's so much knowledge right at our fingertips, and all we have to do is know the right question.
Well, unfortunately, part of that is there is a bureaucracy to it too. So, like, the job that I have, I probably could have taught myself how to do it, but I would not have been hired to do it without the piece of paper that you go through the
yeah, you're paying
bureaucracy.
that money for the fancy piece of paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
What's
sucks,
your,
and it's not a
what's
great
your
way.
degree?
Computer science.
Yeah,
I have a
computer
bachelor's
science
in
is that's crazy. I would say the same thing about like doctors and
Mhm.
You know, builders, people, these people, like, you guys have to have a degree. But, like, what about, like, just, I'm not talking about specializing in something. I'm talking about the day-to-day, everyday shit that nobody wants to fucking do. How to fix your fucking sink. How to change a fucking tire. How to
That's how I
lift.
learned how to fix the headlights in my car.
Yes.
How to cook a
things
simple
when you're
meal,
like,
for God's sake. Some people out there have no idea how to operate an oven. It's scary.
yeah. Yeah. Yes. Devious, a proof of education. It's also not proof of competence, but it is proof.
That's also
It's proof that somebody at least tried to teach you it anyway.
tried, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, no, there is no better teacher than life. Life is going to teach you the best lessons in the best ways. You know what I mean? So sometimes we come across people like that girl in the video, the cunt that we were just listening to scream. There's no reasoning with people like that. You can't logic with them. They don't understand reality. They don't operate in reality. You know? That's why we walk the other way. Unlike JJ, who in my
Has his own
opinion
problems.
instigates. Yeah,
Yes.
he's an instigator, a protagonist that antagonizes people. Not a good one.
Antagonist.
It needs to get to the occasional comeuppance from time to time, but it's like sometimes he's.
I don't think that girl should have done what he did to him, and I don't like anything she did, but
No.
I don't like the way JJ's behaving either.
No.
Like one of my favorite sayings, like, life is the harshest teacher because first you get the test and then the lesson.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's true.
Sometimes you have to fail
But
in order to learn.
the same thing.
I'm going to show you guys
Embrace
something.
failure because I'm so bad at things, but it's through the failures that you really know where to fix shit. You know
You have to
exactly
promise
what
it's not
to
going to go
focus
viral.
on.
This is abura soba, one of my favorite noodle dishes in all of Japan. And Nihon Aburato is serving it up to perfection. I tried their black janunk abura soba, which is supposed to be spelled junk, but they tried. And I got a few toppings as well for you guys. Not for me, because I'm going to feel terrible after eating this. Welcome to the land of abura soba. Just as I was about to dig in, I was distracted by the chef making giant bags of chopped onions, and I was instantly reminded of the Costco onion dispenser. Holding back tears, I returned to my bowl. Abura soba is probably the most sinful thing you can possibly eat in Japan. Super thick and toothsome noodles topped with a huge scoop of pork fat and ridiculously heavy flavor. It's obscene. And the only thing that can make it better / way worse is my topping choice of fried onions, tomato cheese, and a nice old slice of American. After a few qualifying bites, I decided to throw in my toppings, and it turned an unhealthy meal into a borderline attack on my body. With the toppings, this turned into the heaviest, garlickiest, cheesiest, absolute mess of a meal I think I've ever eaten on this channel. I don't even want to watch this while I'm editing. One, because I want to eat it again, but two, this meal put me out of commission for a solid 12 hours.
It's not fair.
Lev, why did you choose this video today of all days?
It's not
It was all lined up as it was.
I think I'm making ramen tonight for dinner. You know what's funny though? This dish particularly looks and sounds like it would taste like carbonara.
Yeah.
Like I really want
Kinda,
a
yeah.
carbonara now. Yeah, I wanted a carbonara pasta dish so bad now. 'Cause
Feels
that's what
very
it looks
weird
like.
about that slice of cheese.
Oh my god, though, it just sounds so good. Like just throwing that slab of cheese on there made me just, oh my god.
Look how gooey it is.
Oh, look at that
Look
fat.
at that umami.
It's a good world that we live in if we just stop and realize. All right, we're gonna watch one more thing, and then we're gonna go over to our most adorable of sausage boys. So let me have a ponder here, and
Oh, I see. You're building us up with this so that you can tear us down with whatever hideous sausage we're gonna see today.
Yes.
all right. This is interesting. I didn't no idea this stuff was what this stuff was.
What is this horror movie we're watching?
Egg, and it's one of the rarest in the world. Only a few families on a small island in the
dinosaur
Philippines
egg?
still
That's what
make
it's called,
it. In the
dinosaur egg.
1960s, families in Bohol traded asintibuok for food and other goods. But the craft nearly disappeared in the late 20th century when younger people started favouring jobs that paid cash. but selling it has been their biggest hurdle. A national law passed in 1995 requires all salt sold in the Philippines to be iodized. The ASIN law was meant to combat malnutrition and prevent goiters, which are often caused by iodine deficiency. But the law devastated small-scale salt producers who couldn't afford the expensive machinery required to add iodine to their salt. National production dropped from 85% to 7% in 31 years. Nowadays, most of the salt in the Philippines is imported from Australia, China, and Mexico. This salt is known as the
so strange looking. You have to wonder, like, how did people come to the conclusion you can make this unique type of salt by basically turning it into an Easter egg?
They thought of it. They had to think about it.
They pondered that orb. They pondered that egg.
The instinct to survive is pure. Very pure. Very real.
Necessity is the mother of invention. That's
it's and this what they said in the video was like it was a response to iodine deficiencies. So this was just a very like easy, cheaper way for them to get the minerals people needed in the salt that they needed.
Pretty
cheaply and
smart.
quickly. So that's very, that's resourcefulness.
Yep. All right. So from resourcefulness to a different type of ingenuity.
A type for sure.
Let's seeing that these two I haven't really watched either of these yet. So a lock sausage, smoked salmon, and deep frying an onion for an hour.
Folks, and welcome back. I guess Nova
I think this
Salmon,
one's potential.
or Lux for those in the know, cheaped out and got the cheaper version. This was $20 as opposed to the $30 one. Ow.
This will certainly be one of the sausages
That's
of
a
all time.
smell that you can know and trust. It's fishy, it's salty.
Out of all the
it
sausages,
goes
this is
well
one of
on a
them.
bagel. We featured one of these on our bagel sausage. Thinly
Oh yeah, the
sliced
bagel
fish.
sausage. I
There it
remember
is.
that.
This is something that you should eat as like a garnish. It's not something that you should just eat as like an entire meal. But today, we throw that logic out the window as we make our sausage entirely out of this thinly sliced Nova salmon. There's a nice piece. I hope a pound is enough. It looks like carrots. Ah! Well, I just learned something fun about the grinder guard not being on. It does that. And the reason why we're doing smoked salmon is because there's a lot less water inside of the smoked salmon.
I like
so
the
instead
smell
of
of
ending up
smoked
with
salmon.
a leaky sausage, we might
Some people
actually end
don't.
up with a good one. Please, Father,
Smoked
don't
salmon is
abandon
great.
me like you do your other creations.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Adam and Eve reached out to him to do a bunch of sex toys. So they got a bunch of lube and he put it
Wait,
into
what?
a sausage. Yeah.
Hold on. Why did they
Lube
pick him for the,
Sorry. Sorry, was that Grendor?
why would they reach out to Sausage Guy to make sex toys?
Because they
think
could.
we all know the answer to that
Ordinary
question.
sausage. I mean, think
it makes
about it.
sense for them to be making it, right? Like they could make sausage-shaped dildos or something.
Well, they gave him a dildo at one point, and he said, "Let's make it a romantic evening." And then it's all blurred out, and he sets fire to the top of it with a little candle. Like he basically sounds it with a candle on top of it. It's definitely something. But the fleshlight part was very interesting, especially because when he got the foam face to put it on, I don't think he realized it's all foam inside. It's not hollow. So there's just an end scene of him carving out the mouthpiece into it. And there's something so haunting about the whole image that, you know, this man's life must be so bizarre when he talks to his neighbors, you know?
Right.
Like, so what do you do for a living? Well, what do you think of pork?
Well, see, that's the thing about this guy. No one's gonna actually know who he is unless they meet up at like a convention. I think.
Is this like his real voice, or is he just doing a voice?
He is actually doing a voice
Yeah.
because Raisin showed
Okay.
me in the earliest episode that he did, and it's all
That's
like,
definitely.
This way they'll never recognize me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, he keeps his
I mean,
shades
I think it's
on.
pretty clear he's doing a voice, but yeah. That would
He's
have been
got
my guess
very-
anyway.
They say
Sopranos-esque
the hardest sausage
voice.
roll is still beating, and the
He's still picked up for eating it.
Oh wow, did I forget the lyrics on that one? In 3, 2, 1, let's sausage!
And we're back to form.
The finish! I wonder if they give out awards for using the perfect amount of casing. With special thanks to today's Mark Boxalo box artist, this guy, the love sausage, SS will it blow? Where did you get? Who was I staring so intently at? Was that Charlie? Very nice. And an uplifting message for everyone. This Will It Blow is brought to you by Helix Sleep.
No, it's not.
Now give him a sausage facial.
I do need to get a new mattress in the new year, though.
Whoa.
So I'm gonna have to give that Will It Blow
It looks like a carrot.
2 Mark Ruffalos. Here we
But it
go.
doesn't smell like one.
I hope it's never explained why Mark Ruffalo is the scoring
It's
system.
as stiff as a brick, so I think it's done. Well, okay, let's open it up and see how we did. It looks pink, which in this case is a good thing, because if it turned out brown, that would have, that would have been some problems. But, here we go! Well, we went with the smoked salmon so that it wouldn't be so wet. And that was a huge mistake, because this is super dry. Super dry
I actually might
and
like
super
that.
salty. This thing is a monster to try to eat on its own. You need like a bowl of gravy and plenty of water to wash it down.
Yeah, you
with.
need a
It's
drink,
too much
but-
salmon packed into one single area. Kind of a disappointment with this sausage. I'm gonna have to give this sausage here a 2.5 out of 5.
I don't have a meal without a drink anyway, and dipping that thing in gravy sounds like a good idea, so
Here we
I'm okay with this.
Plump.
Also, Wagi, I have to point out, it doesn't need to be cooked all the way. It was smoked sausage. He could have just eaten it as it was.
Truth.
It didn't need to be cooked all the way.
I felt like that one had like a decent chance of turning into like an edible sausage, and it's kind of disappointing that it didn't.
Well, like I said, I'd have given it a go.
I think it was edible. You just have to have your beverage and your little bowl of gravy there. Give it some dipping.
575,000 views for fried potatoes? At this point, you're mocking me. 15-minute onion, 30-minute onion, 1
We always have
hour
been sausage.
onion. All roughly the same size, too.
You waste so much food.
This is not a waste.
He
This is
actually doesn't. It's actually
we don't have
not
enough oil
as
to
bad
cover
as
it all.
what, like, look at Nick Avocado.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
waste.
No,
That's success. That's
I'd really rather
like,
look at him.
just enough to do a little project. It's actually rather modest when you put it up against someone
actually,
like
that's
that.
true. Like when he got the Wagyu beef for a big number milestone, he made sure to only use a little bit of it because, as you said, him and the missus want to actually enjoy the beef because it would be kind of squandered otherwise.
Yeah, and that's a delicacy, that kind of beef.
Mm.
Wow!
Woo!
15
Oh,
minutes.
God.
It looks like Friar Tuck. Even though the outside layer is lightly singed here, the inside is actually not burned at all after 15 minutes. It's cool to the touch on the inside. Maybe an hour won't be long enough. 30-minute onion. It looks like a cow eyeball.
Oh.
It's really not penetrating that many layers. Just the first layer is burned. Everything else is fine. Tastes like a hot onion. And that's 1 hour. Moment of truth.
Oh
Looks
god,
like a
that
kiwi.
oil.
How did that disintegrate? We got some onion mush, almost flavorless. Only the outer onion layer actually burns. Everything else just turns into flavorless mush. So there you have it. I see no reason to deep fry an onion for any amount of time. So I'm
Really? I think you could have done that for free.
0 out of 5.
This is why onion rings are superior.
All right.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah. So we. Oh, Luna. I almost forgot. Remember the thing I said I linked you to. Let me bring it up because this is not what I was gonna round up the evening on. So we'll watch that after. Let's find it on Twitter. Find where I put the damn thing. But the. Oh, come on, did I not?
Yeah.
They can't see it as far as I can tell. Yay, they can't, which is good because I never know when I link porn, so I have to be very careful on this page.
You don't know when you do things?
Yeah, you do.
I know I'm weird that way.
Okay, yeah, that's
doesn't mean I'm gonna remember it later, mind you, but
yeah.
I can't. Bollocks. I will leave it. We're already kind of skirting the edge, and I gotta get off this chair. My back's acting up. So.
Well, before you do that, you've been teasing me about something all day.
But the easiest way to do that, first of all, is for you and everyone else to go through the list and do some shilling for yourselves beforehand.
Yeah.
So first things first, chill yourself there, birthday boy.
Well, my friends and I have been playing through Final Fantasy XIV lately. We finished Heavensward, so we're moving towards the next big expansion, so that'll be fun when we get there. Also, I've been playing through Tears of the Kingdom on days when I'm not doing co-op, so all kinds of random nonsense happening in that game for everybody.
Sweet.
So check that out on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays.
Okay. Luna, you want to share with the class?
What should I share?
Anything about yourself you wish to
My
advertise?
Well, if you're looking for cake, I post lots of cake on my Twitter account. So there's that. I do a bunch of stuff on Twitter. I stream on Twitch. It's Luna Da Vinci pretty much everywhere. So, yeah. I don't do Instagram. It's only Twitter. Only X. So like all my posts. Go like all my stuff.
Validation.
And thanks for having me. Thank you very much for having me again.
Absolutely. And Magicus, something you want to promote?
Yeah, I've been playing through Oracle Seasons and Ages. We're getting towards the end of Ages now, so our fight
more Zelda.
Our fight with Ganon's coming up after the end of 2 games.
Spoilers.
Yeah, but
Ganon in a Zelda game? Come on.
Yeah, I know.
Nobody saw that coming.
Who would have imagined? But also, probably later tonight after I get dinner after this is over, I'll be streaming more F-Zero 99, which has been like the thing I've been addicted to in the last few weeks. Getting better at this game. So close to getting my black paint job for my car, but I've missed it by this much. So
if you get close enough to the other cars, does Captain Falcon punch them?
I mean, you can spin attack them, so yeah.
Sweet.
You're incentivized to do it too. Blowing up cars is actually very beneficial.
As for me, tomorrow, I have been doing twofers over on Twitch. We will be having a Return to Skyrim, of course, but also, very important, first time I'll be laying my hands on Bolt Gun. Looking forward to it.
Ooh, for the Emperor.
For the Emperor, indeed. Doom meets Space Marine. The only thing I'm a little bit annoyed of is that it's an Ultramarine, and I just don't feel like all that rip and tearing fits them quite as well as would be a Space Wolf. Still, I'll take it.
Space Wolf is a lot more rip and tear. I'll agree with that.
Yeah. Or Blood Angel when they're going through a certain mood.
A bloodthirst mood. Yeah.
Yeah, the Black Rage. As for this time next week, we will have Chesh and Raisin will be joining us. And,
Ooh.
don't also.
Raisin's so cute.
Yeah. Speaking of,
Raisin's lovely.
Speaking of, she and Red will be joining myself on Friday, for our first episode of our new show. So
UFO.
I
remembered.
Yeah, you did.
Does it stand for something?
Yes, it does, and we will fill in all the. It stands for UFO. But anyway, I've been holding this since the last episode because you were so looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Thank you, Raisin.
There you go.
I'm looking forward to Chesh, actually. That'll be a nice, fun first time.
Yeah, she came on for just a random show a little while ago, and also you haven't. I don't think you've met him yet, but your favorite son wants to come on in December, so that'll be fucking dope.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just hit 100,000. I think he's due getting the you get the silver play at 100,000. Is that when you do that?
I think so.
Yeah, so he's due that any day now. Anyway, yeah, you were so pumped that I agreed to hold on to another week, and then you got distracted, and I was like, no, I will preserve this for you, and here you go.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Buff Quill, baby, back on up the level. You're not doing that down. It's your boy Buff Quill. Do tell everybody about your boy Buffy Cuff Smuff Tough.
Buffy Buff.
Fast and get it, make
Cuff
it
Smuff.
Buff
Smuff.
Real quick. Let me just work it out.
Work it out.
Smuff sounds very dirty.
Weed and the seed and the greed.
Reed and seed.
You mess with the seeds. The seeds, no stems. Nah, I haven't done that in a long time. Yeah.
Really? What would it be like if you were stoned? That would be kind of impressive. I wonder if we just sort of like the. He'd be like the guy.
What if? Yeah, what if it got better? Actually,
he would.
Or else he just becomes the.
Would be understand what he's saying for a change. I think he would completely forget to dance, but he would sing like an angel.
Yeah, like the dancing would get worse, but like the singing.
I need to get high for this.
The dancing wouldn't get worse. The dancing would not happen because he would forget.
Yeah, he's just sitting on the bed the whole time, staring right at the camera.
He'd be sitting on the bed and it's like crooning us a beautiful smooth jazz.
I was thinking, what would he end up being like the guy from earlier with the dog? But I'm thinking maybe he'd be more like the dog. You know, like he was just...
Yes.
You ready to go there, Luna?
I am, yes.
Let's fucking go.
What I would do if I were to do that all of a sudden, so we're gonna keep it on high lace.
High lace.
High. We're gonna keep it on high.
System of the Down. I didn't just hear about this joint, but I didn't know who song this joint. I heard it a long time ago. Like I heard it on Mims. You know, like certain stuff going on with the Mims and stuff. So
Mims.
We're gonna go on with that and rat-tat-tat. Bring back.
I don't know what that is.
This is a lot of preamble for one of his videos.
Right?
So like I said,
it's chop suey.
Let's ice it.
Like,
what it's all
it's
about.
justifiable.
The energy you need to have for this song.
I like how he's
exactly the kind of energy Buff brings, you know.
He's being so immaculate about maximizing his head spikes.
Anyway, it's chop suey, so we're gonna do it like that. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
It does need the energy.
We missed you, Buff.
Look at him go! makes me want to play Beat Saber so bad. That's what it looks like he's doing. It just looks like he's playing Beat Saber.
You destroyed Beat Saber.
Weaving a fishing net.
Wake up! Grab a bunch of put a little makeup. High feels a better little shake up. Watch it in the keys up on the table. Grab a bunch of put a little makeup. High feels a better little shake up. Watch it in the keys on the table. Trust in my self-righteous suicide. I cry when angels deserve to die.
Yeah.
That's what we were missing. Right into the main line.
Grab a bunch of little makeup. Hide those things with a take up. Why you leave the keys up on the table?
Table. Yes.
Self-righteous suicide.
Well worth the wait.
I cry when angels deserve to die. In my self-righteous suicide, I cry when angels deserve to die.
What is that move?
Double dribble. I'm calling it the double dribble now.
Into your hands, taking me for life.
The world may change outside, but inside there's always buff. And it just ends?
Glorious.
That
It always
dude's
ends. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but that one, even more. Anyway, go on.
This has to be one of his best videos ever.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
He had to stop it there. There was too much buff for us to handle. If we had any more buff after that, we were probably going to implode.
Yeah.
He's a very considerate boy. He stopped it right there for our own safety.
The
Yes.
corels are off the
Buffy
chart.
knowing.
What a glorious return.
Yeah. Well, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone who was here and everyone who watches in the future. You know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe. Check out the links down below. And I will catch you all later.